and then we've got it. So we just started talking about the water, was our first kind of point that we want to make sure we're hydrated, because what this cleanse is going to do for the body is it works at the cellular level to help make those toxins water soluble and be ushered out. So a lot of the toxins that stick into into our body, they just stay there and the body doesn't know how to release them. And so that's one of the things that Cleanse for Life does. So water is so important, because then all of that can be, ushered out. So as I said, I usually take your body weight, divide it by 2. I go for 100 ounces. I just think 100 ounces, but I have some people that get overwhelmed and they're like, I could never drink that much. So if that's how you feel, at least take your body weight and divide it by 2 and drink that much. So that's a good.
Yeah, I think when I am like really thinking about it, when I'm doing a plan or whatever, then I do, but otherwise.
So the first thing we'll do in the morning is you'll be taking your adaptogen or your Ionix, whichever one you took, whichever one you ordered. It's either a big bottle that says Ionix Supreme on it, or it's the little bottles that you got. So I'm not sure if you've unpacked yours yet to see what you have in there, as far as if you have the little adaptogen elixirs or if you have the Ionix. They both do kind of the same thing. Do you have the little bottles, don't you, Marcel?
I have adaptogen, yes.
So you make sure you take one of those, and I even recommend writing at the top of tomorrow's June 1st. So 6-1, 6-2, 6-3, 6-4. Just make sure you've written on the top, because sometimes we will get to the end of the day and we won't remember if we took it. So making sure that we're really,
So the
little bottles. Yep, those are your adaptogens. And just think of it being an A. A is the first letter of the alphabet. We start our day with an adaptogen. That is going to set the stage for you to have focus, calmness, and your cortisol to be on track for the day. So, and you're going to take something else that's an A. So just think of the first letter of the alphabet. The first A is adaptogens. So it'll be either your adaptogen elixir or a shot of the Ionix. I think you guys all have the little adaptogen elixirs. And as I was telling Marcel, take your little Sharpie and write 6-1, 6-2, the days of the week. Because if you get to the end of the day and you had a weird morning, like sometimes I get a call from someone or whatever, there's a morning emergency and we don't know whether we took our stuff or not. So that will help us. If you don't take it in the morning, take it any time of the day. It's good to take any time of the day. So start with your adaptogen, and the other A you're going to start with is your accelerator. It starts with an N, but the accelerator has a red little line on the label. So red is like getting you fired up for the day. Okay. So those are your two things.
The pill. Okay.
Yes.
And that's first thing in the morning.
Yeah. That's what I think, Marcel, you're super sensitive. So I would stick with you doing 1 accelerator.
Okay.
And everybody could start with 1. I take 2 personally, because I think you burn off an extra 120 calories with that. It was just the thermogenic effect. There's nothing that should make you feel jittery.
I'm taking all the bottles. Like I'm taking all of them. I'm just kidding.
Good.
I need to know what is it called, because I don't have
accelerator.
Natural accelerator.
natural. Okay.
Well, yeah, hold it up I don't know if you want to grab some of the stuff so that they see it. It's got red and it's got the little so think of your A's. I know it starts with N, but accelerator and adaptogen is what we start. And then here, I'll show you guys the bottle. And I can do a little graphic too to kind of sum this up. Marcel, do you have a page in your book that is good for that? The other thing we all need to get going to, do you guys have your IsoLife app on your phone?
No.
So I did, but I don't think I'm logged into it anymore.
Same username, password.
And it's your same username and password as your account. So if anybody needs that, we can help you with that. But when you go to this little, there's a little icon at the bottom that looks like a clipboard.
Yeah, it looks like this, the app.
Yep, looks like that. It comes to this where it's like a little bit like a MyFitnessPal. And every day, if you're someone that this would help you, you can log in like your Ionics, which is the same as the just put adaptogen elixir. You put a little X by each product you take, and then you'll know by the end of the day. So if that's something that'll help you, that's fine. Otherwise, you can line things up or, you know, whatever method you like the best. So yeah, the little red bottle, it's the little, you're gonna have 2 bottles of pills.
Mhm.
One's red, so think of firing up for the day. The other is a very light, calm blue, which think of nighttime, sleeping, rest. That one's at night. So you only have 2 bottles of pills. So the morning is the accelerator and the night is the flush.
So the flush, we take it before we go to bed, right?
Yes. Now, are you
Yeah.
guys doing daily cleansing
Like
or?
at night.
Yes, perfect. Are you ladies doing daily cleansing? Or are we gonna do fasting cleanse days? Do you know what I mean by that? Are we gonna drink the
Yes.
cleanse every night?
Uh, I don't know. Like I need food. So what does that mean?
Well,
I know
then-
your feeling.
So what I would do then is if you're someone that really feels like you don't want to go without go fasting a full a day, then let's drink the cleanse at night when you take your little Isoflush. So you'll drink 2 ounces of the cleanse. Michelle, I think, has the powder, so that's 1 scoop of the powder to the liquid or 2 ounces.
Wait, I'm sorry. So which one is that?
Yeah, in
In
your
your-
book, if you actually look at your book, it actually tells you which one
Oh,
I didn't
and
get a
how
book.
much of it.
it should be in your package. Okay.
I didn't get one of those.
Well, Michelle's like stocked up on the product, so she didn't have to get like the whole big kahuna package. So she probably didn't get the book. I don't know if we have.
Oh, okay.
You know what? You could take a picture of that page, Marcel, and maybe.
Yeah, I'll
send
send it to you.
So yes, you're going to take the blue one at night and drink the cleanse. It's the large bottles, Arlene, in your box. I think
This,
Michelle's the only one. Those are the canisters. It's liquid. The cleanse is
Oh.
liquid.
It's a
this
bottle.
one?
Yeah.
Yes, so 2 ounces of that. So I usually, have you ever seen those little like glasses that measure 1 or 2 ounces?
It's like a medicine thing.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So you
Yeah.
wanna do 2 ounces of that with your pills, your nighttime flush pills. And
Okay.
don't worry, it's got a scary name on it, Isoflush. It's not gonna cause you to have to be up in the night, run to the bathroom. It's extremely gentle. It has magnesium, bentonite clay, peppermint, all kinds of things to soothe your digestion and your digestive system while you sleep. And then now, if you're someone that as you start this cleanse, you feel like you're not moving enough, you'll
Yeah.
want to take 2 of these, okay? I'm gonna start
Oh.
you these on 1. Everybody's bodies are different. Some people run, not to get into our our bathroom habits, but some people tend to have a struggle going. If that's you and you need a lot of fiber and all of that, you're gonna want to take 2 of the flush, although there is a lot in the shake. So I think let's all start with 1. And then if we feel like we're not going and, as much as we should, we can go up to 2. So
Okay, so I have a question. Am I going to have a problem with taking the electrolyte every day?
no,
Okay, and to take the kefir every day?
nope, that'll be fine.
Okay,
Nope, you're just gonna get more, your electrolytes just gonna give you more minerals and more of those kind of things. So no, that's gonna be fine. And your kefir is fine as well. So I would stay on that especially if you're doing well.
So I
Are-
can't drink coffee, huh?
You could have coffee, yes.
Oh,
Don't do the sugar and all the cream.
Stay minimal with the sugar and the cream. Try-
well, I mean, I drink the one that we like, Michelle. So I
Oh,
don't know.
the Oriental one.
Yeah, so I don't know. I do have, you know what? I do have Ryze, RYZE coffee, like the mushrooms, but I still will add a
That's
little
good.
bit of I do have to add a little bit of cream to it because it's just
But as
disgusting.
long as it's a small amount, as long as you're not putting like.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like,
Cream, yeah, that's,
no, small.
yeah.
We can't
part of
drink our favorite coffee because it's preloaded with creamer.
Yeah,
it, okay.
it's like
yeah,
a 3-in-1.
Yeah.
Yes. So then
Okay.
you'll do your shake. You're gonna then blend up your shake. That's kind of your breakfast, kind of when you're feeling like you want to eat. Some people eat breakfast earlier, some eat it, later. And so you'll want to do 2 scoops of your shake, and then you're gonna
Well, any of these, are these, looks like these are all the same. So these are the shakes, right?
Yes,
they
Yeah.
are.
Scoops of that, 8 ounces
Is
of
there
water.
a scooper? Is there a scooper inside?
yes.
Okay,
Now,
so
Ron and I are completely opposite on the spectrum. So I just put mine, actually, I just drank my shake. I put mine in a shaker bottle and I shake it up and drink it. He cannot stand it that way. He has to
Yeah.
have it in a blender with ice and all of that. So you might need to.
that's how I do it, Ellie. I do that. That's how I drink my shake. I mean, I do add ice, a little bit of ice
Right.
and water and.
I
And I-
have to have it.
'Cause I'm
Michael
lazy.
has it just in the shaker.
And I always encourage you, if your first experience is you don't like it, you have to doctor it up. I finally got that through to well, my mom especially. And once we gave her a recipe, and so if you need to add a little honey, or if you need to add some cinnamon, or if it's chocolate and it doesn't have enough flavor, put a little cocoa powder in there. We are trying to, if some people are trying to lose weight, we don't want to add a lot of calories, but if you need to pump the flavor up a little bit, do that. Don't just, because I feel like the palate with the shakes, they're a bland base that now I've done them so long, I don't need anything in them. I like them just the way they are. But I remember when I first started drinking them, I'm thinking they don't taste yucky. They're just kind of bland out there.
Mhm.
So but you guys, I know a lot of you are pretty healthy anyway. They may not be as bland to you. So if there's people out there that they eat a lot of rich food, a lot of processed, a lot of foods that have a lot of additive flavors, then normal food doesn't taste good. So just realize if you could get through the initial kind of getting used to the shakes, they start tasting better. So, but there's definitely, if you pop in the group, I will put in a bunch of the shake recipes. My son had even put one together. It was peanut butter, which you would want to use the PB Fit powder because peanut butter is high calorie. So, but if you can get the PB Fit powder, you put that in. He put in like half a banana, and then he put in a little bit. What else was it? He called it the Elvis. Maybe it was cocoa powder, a little bit of chocolate. You could also put coffee in your shake. So if you want that as the liquid, there's all different ways to make your shakes, pump them up and enjoyable. So
It's not
yes,
as a person.
So I'm basically a pro at shakes. And what I do is I have frozen fruit. So I cut bananas in half and I wrap them in wax powder and paper, and I freeze them in bags. And then I have a bag of frozen berries.
here too.
Blueberries, and then I have a bag of frozen strawberries and bananas. Bananas is the
Awesome.
natural thing. And then I have a thing of that PB powder. And what I do is, depending on what I want to have that day, I take half the frozen banana and a scoop of that blueberry, and that is my ice.
Oh, yum. Yes.
Yeah.
Because I love it that way. When I add ice, I take so long to drink it that it gets watery, and then I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
So
See,
the-
I drink my
doesn't
shakes.
feel
I drink my shakes pretty quickly.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, it's fine.
That's me too. I just
Yeah.
drink it and I'm
Yeah,
done.
because if you let it sit, it just, everything stays at the
weird,
bottom and
yeah.
so.
Yeah, because see, I make it when I go to the gym, and then come out and drink it in the car on the way home.
Yeah.
You know what, Michelle, that's perfect because you're doing what the personal trainer would say, you're baking the cake. Like that's what, like you work out and then you put that protein in your body and that will actually help you build muscle more drinking it after your workout. So that's a really good idea. That's awesome. So keep in mind, you're going to do 2 shakes a day if you want to take the real serious route, or you're going to do 1 shake a day. And they can be anytime. I'm telling you to do your shake at breakfast, but we have a couple that they love their breakfast, and Dana always makes an egg for Kathy, and so it's kind of their ritual. So they actually eat breakfast and then they do their shakes for lunch and for dinner. So that's, just keep in mind that it's flexible that way. So your healthy meal can either be breakfast, or it can be lunch, or it can be dinner. So it's your choice. You're also allowed a couple small snacks. We don't want anyone to feel like they're deprived. We don't want to feel like a deprived diet.
Or
We
Arlene.
want to be feeling satiated.
And the other thing about the cleanse is you can change the meal that you eat that's healthy. Okay. So if you have a
Exactly.
lunch date, you don't want to walk into the restaurant with a shake. So just pick on that day, I'm going to eat a healthy meal there. And then my dinner's going to be, got it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
we want
'cause,
it
like-
to fit your life.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because tomorrow is BNI day, so we have, I mean, but they usually serve healthier options.
Right.
They won't complain if you walk in with a milkshake.
I
You just
know,
with a lunch.
yeah, right.
Did you want to say something, Ron?
Well, the only thing is, if someone wants to really lose a lot of weight fast, I've always known that if you do your least calories and do your shake at night before you go to bed, you will lose more.
Yeah.
Because you want to burn
Earlier
it
in the
early.
day, you have your all day for your body to digest your food if you eat lunch or breakfast and then do your shake at night. So
And then the shake processes through your body easier.
Yeah, it does.
yes, and I know in here, in our culture, it's like it's always the night meal that's big, right? And then
Right.
we go to bed with this heavy amount of food in our body. So that's a good point.
The other thing
So
is always.
So then the idea is if you are going to eat your meal at dinner, make it an early dinner, do it before 7.
exactly 5 o'clock or 6. Absolutely. So, but yeah, that pretty much covers everything in your box. So you're starting with your adaptogen and your accelerator. So that's the red bottle pill and your adaptogen in the morning. And that's going to help, like I said, with the stress and the cortisol level. And I'll have people say, oh, I'm not under stress. Positive stress is stress as well. Like, even if there's a lot of great things going on in your life, it's tasking on your body. If you work out a lot, you need adaptogens. So it's not
Oh.
mean that you're like
Oops.
stressed and you're upset. It's just that life, there's a lot of things going on. So and
Yeah.
it feeds
Work out
off-
enough, all of those endorphins are feeding through you.
Right.
I like the adaptogens. I love it. It's like Michelle says, I should bathe in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're doing that adaptogen and accelerator, 2 shakes, and then before bed is your
Wait, not 2 shakes, 2 scoops of shake.
2 scoops
2
of
scoops
shake,
of shake.
but you do,
I've been
do you
having 2
do, so you
shakes in the
do
morning.
either 2 shakes and a healthy meal, right?
Right.
Yes, so 2 shakes.
Okay,
For 2
And
of
a
your
lot of
meals.
water.
And then at bedtime is your Isoflush and you drink the cleanse.
yeah,
Then that way all night when you're not eating, that cleanse can go to work and get
Flush can too.
flush those toxins through. So
Okay.
Question on so I know you said on the accelerator, because I'm so sensitive, only do one. Should I only do one on the Isoflush too? Or
yes,
do 2?
everybody do one Isoflush for
Okay.
sure. Unless you feel like you don't, once you start the program,
60, they can do 2 a day every month.
they could do 2 a day. But if sometimes when people stop eating as much, their body doesn't eliminate as much, then you would
right,
need to do 2. So,
yeah.
and then
So
as far as,
that's kind of why I need food, because I'm like, when I don't eat, like,
right.
I
Well,
don't
and
go.
the way you ate last night was perfect, like proteins and veggies. I never tell anybody keto, but I know Ron said one time that like avoiding all things that are white. If you think about it, white bread, white rice, milk, potatoes. So if you can kind of stay away, and I don't want to say you can't ever have it, but
Yeah.
stay away from as much of the white things as possible, like that processed, because not all calories are created equal.
Yeah, see,
You know-
Filipinos, is hard for us to get away from the white rice. I mean,
And if
Dominican
you have a
Republic.
little bit of rice, you still will lose weight and you're still cleansing.
Yeah,
You just don't want to have like this big amount of rice. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like maybe do half
Yeah.
a cup or, and I
Here's my idea, Arlene and Marcel. The more white stuff you put in and then you use the InstaFlush,
there you go.
Don't
I'll
want
just-
that.
I'll just take 2 or 3. I'm just kidding.
There you go. Make it flow, make it flow.
No, I've actually changed my rice. I don't have white rice in the house. I only have the brown rice. And
Yeah, I just
usually
can't stand,
when I
um,
eat it, I'll
Can't do
have
that with
like
Filipino food.
half a serving. That's all I'll eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's good. So that, yeah, just, you know, staying with as many foods that are processed the least as possible is good. You know, not things. I remember one time I went to someone's house and they were like, I'm only eating like 500 calories. But when you looked at it, it was like things like lunch meat and sausage. And so don't just look at calories. You want to look at ingredients. You want to look at preservatives. You don't want things that are highly preserved. Don't do the shortcuts where you get the like a Lunchable type thing. So not all calories are created equal. You want to have calories that are full of nutrition. We don't want empty calories. You want your body getting a lot of nutrition. So, which is meats and veggies and fruits and things like that.
So
So,
go crazy on fruit.
what'd
No
you say?
They're
I
all
said sashimi.
Yeah, somebody said cheese. I mean, I would just be just
No, I meant sashimi, like
sashimi.
sashimi,
Yeah.
fish.
You can have that. No,
Yeah.
my thing is it's kind of how I live, remember? Anything more than 3 ingredients, don't eat it.
That's good, yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea. Yes, absolutely. But do you guys have any other questions? Are we ready to go tomorrow? And
I think so. I mean, so you either, so what is it, shake days and then there's cleanse days.
Mhm.
but we're not
Um,
doing the cleanse days. That's where you don't
not.
eat at all. You guys
Oh,
are doing
okay.
what's called daily cleanse, which means you're drinking it every single night. You're just doing a little
Gotcha.
bit of cleanse every day versus fasting all day and not eating and drinking the cleanse.
Yeah, okay. Okay,
And I don't have the pills because my digestive system can't handle it.
Okay,
Okay,
that's okay. You still is gonna work well for you. So
this is gonna be fun. It's gonna work. That's the thing. You're gonna enjoy the way you feel and you'll enjoy your results.
absolutely.
Yeah, everybody here at the house is already aware. Do not bring junk food in this
There
house
you
for the next
go.
30 days.
Leave
Well,
the junk
My
out.
husband said he's doing the cleanse with me, so I've got to make sure I've got enough.
Yeah, well, Michael's doing it, but he's doing it in a modified version of it. Cause he's still having his shakes. So he has 2 shakes usually during the day and then he still works out and he has a healthy meal. So technically he's doing it. He's just not doing the program itself.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So we're here for questions. We'll be checking in. So like tomorrow, I'll probably put a post up in
Hey, I
Teams.
want a shaky cup.
Yeah.
Do you have a
Send
shaker
it.
cup?
Yeah. Well, I've got
So,
mine.
okay, how
Yeah.
much water? So 2 scoops.
8 ounces.
Oh,
Yeah, 8 ounces of.
It doesn't go very high up
water.
on there. It's just, yeah, it's just,
it does not.
Well,
So it's
here's
only like,
Here's my
only
thing.
like up to here.
Yeah, but remember when you're gonna put ice and stuff, just remember the good stuff is in the powder. The water's just a conduit.
So can I add more water?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, good.
depending on how thick you want it. I like it extra thick.
I don't
And I like it super
thick.
thin. So I put
Yeah.
my frozen ice, whatever, and then I just fill it to whatever I feel comfortable with.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some times that I make it so thick that I'll have to eat it with a spoon.
Oh, no.
some people like that's how my mom likes it. She likes it like almost like ice cream. So
Well, and that's the other thing. You can freeze that stuff. You can make it that thick, put it in the freezer, and then eat it for ice cream.
Oh, okay.
That's an idea, because
It-
I
it-
like having my ice cream every day.
Well, just understand it doesn't taste like your ice cream, but
It's-
it'll be cold and it'll be a frozen shake. And then the other thing that you'll see when you go to the page is if you want to get creative, you can take half of it as a shake and then the other scoop into like a cupcake.
I love Michelle. She's always just so animated. Like
Oh.
when you're talking, it's just so natural. You're
So
so
fluid.
you're
to
so
post-
animated.
You
I'm
have to
gonna-
understand, I've been on this diet for 5 years. And so you have to get creative because you get bored very quickly.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so I would take a scoop and make half a shake take
Mm-hmm.
the other scoop, mix it in some more water, mix it up, and then put it in the microwave and make a little cupcake.
Ah,
Because
Mud
I-
cake. Yep, I'll put the
Yeah.
mud cake recipe in the group to remind people. You can also even make pancakes with the protein, just so you know. You can make
yeah,
pancakes
Yeah, so
with
you can
it.
have variety. And I'm telling you, on 30 days,
Gotta
you're
mix it
gonna have
up.
variety. So watch the page.
yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna put a lot of that in there, and then we will also put, you know, hey, it's day one. You know, did you get your morning things in? You know, try to interact on that so that you can it kind of makes you want to go to that. And I just know that sometimes I will do things for other people or other accountability more than I do it for myself. So we want to make sure we all feel like supported, and, you know, we want to